Hi, and today I'd like to talk to you about probably my favorite lens. It's a Tamron 70-200 2.8. This is a great piece of glass. It's fairly compact. It's internal zoom and focus. So I zoom, I focus, nothing moves forward. Autofocus engages in an interesting way. It actually uses the focus collar to slide back, so if you see the blue exposed here, that means that we're actually focusing. It is a lens made mostly of plastic, but there is a certain amount of metal in it. It's pretty sturdy. I've had it for about a year now, and I have absolutely no complaints about the build quality. It does have a very nice metal rotating tripod collar. Now, on the bottom here, I actually have a spacer screwed in because of the way my matte box setup works. That's not part of the standard setup. Optically, this lens is just insanely good. It's been rated better than the original Canon 70-200 2.8 and pretty much closer the same as the current 70-200 2.8 Mark II. So there are zero complaints about image quality. Shooting, this thing is great. I have a focus gear set on here full time. Works great with a follow focus. The zoom direction is probably backwards from some lenses, but to me it's just absolutely positively a non-issue. I think the real sweet spot here is the price of this lens. It's about 1/3 the price of going out and buying the Canon. So that lets you save some money or buy a whole bunch of other things that you probably have on your list. No, the lens is not image stabilized. Some people, that's a big deal. If you're trying to shoot handheld with a 200mm lens, yeah, you really do need image stabilization, but personally, I wouldn't do it. I could never picture shooting at 200mm if I wasn't on a tripod or Steadicam or a jib or something that gave me adequate support, because at that long a focal length, the lens is just, the whole setup is just so incredibly sensitive to shake and vibration. So you need to think about what you're doing with this lens to determine whether paying almost 3 times the price is worth having image stabilization or not. But if you're trying to shoot handheld with a long lens like this, then image stabilization may be critical for your work and you may really need it, and paying the price may be okay. They also include a really nice tulip lens shade, which bayonets on here, if I can do this correctly. There we go. It works great, looks cool, lightweight. This lens also works great with a 1.4 2x extender. I basically, certainly when shooting video, cannot tell that the extender is in use. And for shooting stills, I think you'd really be hard-pressed to find the difference. Maybe somewhere along the line, if you really wanted to do some serious hard A-B comparison, yeah, there's got to be a little bit of softness induced, but it's not enough to worry about. Not unless you're shooting national work as a photographer, competing with 20 other people for the same shot. Okay, maybe there's a difference, but for normal purposes, I don't think you're going to see it. So this lens is 2 thumbs up. It's got a really great price. It's got exceptional optical performance. Doesn't have image stabilization, but of course that's why it is cheaper. If you really need image stabilization, go buy the Canon or maybe another lens out there that has it. But if you don't care about it, and I don't, this lens is really an exceptional value.